Well, Duncan, it's the FA Trophy, another big game, another round.
Yeah, it's something we've prepared for. We're looking forward to. It's going to be a big game for both clubs. I mean, Chasetown have been known as a cup team, and they've had some good success, beating Port Vale and taking Cardiff on. So they've been used to the big occasion, and it's going to be a big game for both clubs. Both sets of clubs want to get to the next round to try and get a place at Wembley. It's going to be who's up for it most on the day.
Almost a cup run specialist this side you're facing, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They've had some good runs, haven't they? So hopefully we're going to put that to bed. Hopefully on Saturday. Yeah, I mean, it's just people say it's the FA Trophy, but it's the non-league FA Cup, really, isn't it? And for the chance to go to Wembley is massive for the players, for the club, for the town of Mansfield. So that's my aim, to take this club into the next round and hopefully venture on to Wembley.
Any news on a replacement for Keegan Parker, and sounds of another one if Luke Medley is going to head out on loan?
Yeah, I'm looking at. So there's a couple of players I'm looking at the moment. Obviously, they're going to stay under the radar because you know my history on that. Yeah, in fact, there's another one popped up again today. I've had a phone call today from an agent. So I'm still looking. If I can enhance the squad, I should do that. But like I've always said before, if I don't bring players in that are ready to step in and play at the level and above, then obviously I won't be interested in players. They've got to come in and be able to be better than what I've got. Is
it harder dealing with players and potential transfers and loan signings outside of the two windows during the year?
Yeah, it is. It's always a difficult time anyway. The problems I had with with Lee Hendry, with Leon Knight. 1 minute they're coming, next minute they're not, then they're coming, then they're not. And you have to trust the word of their representatives, their agents, and it's very frustrating. It really is, because all I want to do is get the people into the football club and play football. But unfortunately, that didn't happen with those two players. You just got to keep fighting for it, and that's what I should do.
First time I've had the opportunity to speak to you since last Thursday, when the court case regarding the football club's ground was adjourned. I spoke to both the chief executive and the chairman, and I asked them both if the case being adjourned has given a little bit more stability to the club. You know where you are going to be playing for the rest of this season. Has that helped you already? Yeah, absolutely. I've always said to you before that I always left that side of it to the chairman and to the chief executive, and I just try to concentrate on the football. But it is heartwarming to know that we're here till at least the end of the season anyway, and then obviously it's going to go to the court case again, and hopefully fingers crossed that we'll be at Field Mill for the next 10 years. Back to this weekend then, in terms of your team news, any injuries to report or players in and out? Well, there's we had a problem with Neil Collett. He hurt the back of his knee. We sent him for a scan, waiting for the results of his scan, and hopefully we'll get them back today. But the great news was that Alan Marriott's back training with us, and he told me that he was if he's needed for the bench on Saturday, then he's more than willing to jump onto the bench, no problems at all. He's not 100% kicking correctly. But in terms of his presence and his experience and his safe hands, he's looked good on the training pitch as well. Will that presence and experience pay dividends, especially in a cup run and towards this back end of the season? I think so. I really do. I mean, I have no disrespect to Kevin Pilkington or to Neil Collett or Groffey, who's just come in, but I think Alan Marriott's a very, very fine keeper. He's probably one of the best in this league. And he's very, very confident. He encourages the back four. He's continually talking to his back four. He's got a very safe pair of hands. He kicks the ball really well. It's like missing your top striker. We have missed him. There's no doubt about that. And what about this weekend? You will want, I imagine, to keep a clean sheet in the early moments of a game for a change. Yeah, I think one of these. Well put. I think it's true to say that we have started off poorly at times. When we first start the game, then it takes us someone to score against us to get a response, and I don't want that. I want us to go out there and be very, very focused and positive for the first 10-15 minutes, and nothing silly. If we've got to do the dirty side of the game, do the dirty side of the game, and then earn the right to play, and then play our football, which we know we can do. We go forward, and like on the game against Barrow, had 5 forwards going forwards at one point. So we'll attack and we'll try and do that, but obviously we've got to make sure we seal up at the back, make sure we don't get caught on a counter attack. And obviously we're working on those points today and tomorrow. The pressure is on your side this weekend though, because you are 2 divisions above Chasetown. You are going to their place. It is a quarter-final. Yeah. It's all pointing in your direction, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. It's the same as the Crawley Man United, wasn't it? And no one expected Crawley to go to Man United, and
and could have actually forced a replay, couldn't they? And that's Crawley Town. So yeah, the expectation is going to be, it's all about Mansfield Town. You know, they're 2 leagues below us, but you've got to look what's happened in the past. You know, I mentioned Port Vale, they had a game against Cardiff as well. It's going to be a massive game. It's about who wants to win it most on the day, really. You know, if we roll our sleeves up and we give 100%, I think we'll go through to the next round.
Really are facing arguably a side with nothing to lose.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think they're mid-table now. I've watched them a couple of times now. They're quite a adventurous team going forwards. They've got two good players. One Perot, the other one I think it's called Hay. I think his name is. The 2 forwards, very very lively, very very bright. You'll have to police them correctly as well because you know they can score goals. So yeah, we'll give them the respect. Not too much respect, but we'll give them the respect that you do any other team, and we'll go there with focusing on winning that game.
And just a final word for the Mansfield Town fans: 800 will be travelling over to Chase Town. It will almost be a home crowd. Yeah,
it will do. I mean, it's quite a small ground as well, and imagine with you know, the voice of Mansfield Town there, it's going to be quite loud. I'd imagine the decibels will be up. But yeah, it's a nice little ground. It's a typical non-league football ground, and I think our fans will make a massive difference there. Thank you.